Praise be to Jesus. Hi everyone, Charles here with you. These are your evening Catholic news briefs for Thursday, October 4th, 2018. Cardinal Robert Sarah was elected last evening as a member of the Information Commission, responsible for disseminating news on the Vatican Youth Synod, but has declined the position for personal reasons, it has emerged. At a press briefing today at the Vatican, Bishop Fabio Fabiani, Undersecretary of the Synod of Bishops, told journalists that Cardinal Sarah, Prefect of the Congregation for Divine Worship and Discipline of the Sacraments, did not specify what his motives were for declining the position, only that it was due to personal reasons. Archbishop Charles Chaput of Philadelphia today told Pope Francis and members of the Synod of Bishops that LGBTQ and other similar language should not be used in the Vatican Youth Synod document. In his intervention this morning on the floor of the Vatican Synod Hall, see full text below, Archbishop Chaput said, "There is no such thing as an LGBTQ Catholic, or a transgender Catholic, or a heterosexual Catholic, as if our sexual appetites define who we are, as if these designations described discrete communities of differing but equal integrity within the real ecclesial community, the body of Jesus Christ. This has never been true in the life of the Church and is not true now." Chaput told the Pope, cardinals and bishops, and young people convene in the Synod Hall. It follows that LGBTQ and similar language should not be used in church documents because using it suggests that these are real autonomous groups, and the church simply doesn't categorize people that way. Archbishop Chaput's remarks come just 3 days after Cardinal Lorenzo Baldisseri, General Secretary for the Synod of Bishops, refused to remove the term LGBT youth from the Synod's working document, Instrumentum Laboris. Chilean prosecutors are currently investigating 126 Catholic clergy or members of religious orders accused of sexually preying on minors and adults following an explosion of protests over Pope Francis's support of a Chilean bishop accused of complicity in sex abuse in January of this year. As is the case in the sex abuse crisis in the United States, Canada, and Europe, the vast majority of perpetrated victims are adolescent and young adult males, adding further weight to the view that the crisis is not primarily one of pedophilia, but rather of homosexual male pederasty. According to Chile's National Public Prosecutor's Office, the Fiscalía Nacional, the number of investigations underway has increased dramatically in the last 3 months, with an additional 70 suspects added to the total. The total number of cases under investigation has now more than tripled since July. Catholic apologist, author, and Franciscan University of Steubenville professor Scott Hahn has stated that clergy convicted of being sexual predators shouldn't be defrocked, they should receive excommunication. He appeared to be referring to now ex-Cardinal McCarrick without mentioning him by name. Hahn said to participants at the Napa Institute's Authentic Catholic Reform Conference in Washington, D.C., earlier this week that excommunication is a hard medicine that ultimately seeks the good of the one being punished. He also said that calls for the ex-predatory ex-Cardinal Theodore McCarrick to be reduced to the lay state indicated contempt for the laity. A California man who says he was sexually abused by a priest over a 5-year period decades ago is suing the Vatican. Wow. Seeking the names of all offenders within the church worldwide. The accuser, who's now 52, reached a settlement with the Archdiocese of Los Angeles in 2007, but his attorney said Thursday that doesn't release the Vatican from responsibility. The lawsuit filed Wednesday in federal court in California accuses the Vatican of placing the Reverend Fulgencio Silva Flores in a position of power at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church in Oxnard, west of Los Angeles, and says it should have known he posed a danger to children. The problem is at the top, and until the problem is addressed at the top, it will continue, Jeff Anderson, the accused's attorney, said in a statement ahead of the news conference announcing the lawsuit. Florida, home to an estimated 2 million Catholics, has launched a statewide criminal investigation into sexual abuse by Catholic priests and is asking past victims to share information with legal authorities. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who asked for people to come forward Thursday, said that at least 15 victims of past abuse have already come forward to state authorities recently. Amid a British investigation into sexual abuse, Cardinal Vincent Nichols of Westminster is expected to face questions regarding the way his archdiocese handled allegations of misconduct made against his predecessor, Cardinal Cormac Murphy O'Connor. Now, remember, just was it yesterday or the day before, that Bishop Snyder said that, he was called, he was celebrating Mass and, someone came from the sacristy and brought him back and, all this big to-do. Anyway, the bishop, Bishop Snyder said that yes, indeed, that Pope Francis did stop this investigation into Cardinal McCormac Murphy O'Connor. So, that's a big deal. It really is. Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's all the news for now. So, we're gonna... It's funny how some people go, and sign off like, what's his name? Oh, Walter Cronkite. Well, I've always liked Walter Cronkite. But I don't have any need to have anything specific. This what I do is very informal. There's really no need for anything. I have a little something written out to begin with just to get started. Something more. But the way I end, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I'd appreciate it, and Jesus would appreciate it if you take a moment to pray the St. Michael's prayer with us, which is coming up right now. Okay, so enjoy your evening or day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.